To say that this scholarship changed my life forever for the better is an understatement. On April 19, 2018, I received a full scholarship to pursue my bachelor degree at the University of Hong Kong. The scholarship covered everything from tuition fees to accommodation, visa, flight tickets, and there, my dream to study abroad came true, and my life was redefined. Hi, this is Hanny, and this is my alma mater. I spent 4 years of my undergrad here and graduated with a Bachelor of Business Administration in Accounting and Finance. From a girl born and raised in a small city of Vietnam to a graduate from a world top university, appearing on New York Times Square, broadening my perspective and having global connections. Words cannot describe how grateful I am for how far I've come and for all the doors that every scholarship I'm honored to receive has opened for me. So today, I decided to come back here, take a stroll down the memory lane, and tell you my whole journey to a full scholarship to study abroad. And hopefully, it can give you some inspiration or add some value to your own journey. Alright, let's do this. I was always a curious child, the kid growing up with a lot of or too many different hobbies, and with a burning desire to explore. To satisfy my curious mind, my parents also brought home many self-enrichment books and biographies of successful people around the world for me to read. I love those. When I was in primary school, I already finished reading the majority of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series, or one of my all-time fave, I Am Gifted, So Are You by Adam Khoo, that my mom gave me on my 11th birthday. I remember being so inspired by all of these incredible stories, and I want so badly to one day have the chance to experience the education where these internationally influential individuals were nurtured. I was curious to see what's out there, at the edge of the water, the world that in my imagination's probably much bigger than what I've ever known. As I grew up, that dream of going out into the world was still somewhere at the back of my head, but I didn't know exactly how to yet. And at the time, it was too big of a dream for most people around me anyways. So I only knew to learn English, worked hard on my grades at school, and in 2014, I got into my dream high school, the only specialized high school in my city. I heard that this school has more students getting opportunities to university abroad after graduation. As the end of high school approached, I found myself extremely busy preparing for the local university entrance exam, the exam that many of my teachers said would defy your life. Fortunately, I managed to pass the exam with flying colors and get into one of the top universities in Vietnam, Foreign Trade University. And you may wonder by now, what about that dream to study abroad and explore the world? I sort of put it aside. I just didn't know where to start, didn't have the resources, and didn't have anyone in my network at the time to ask for advice. I wasn't ready. So now that I got into a great uni in the biggest city of Vietnam and spent the next 4 years studying here, Sykes! I didn't. A ship in harbor is safe, but that's not what ships are built for. During my freshman year, it started to hit me. That childhood dream I haven't fulfilled. The voice inside my head was louder than ever. At the end of the day, what's ready, right? When will you really be ready for something you want? Most likely, you will never be. You can only take actions. Do it scared, do it unready, but do it anyways. So while keeping up with courses at uni, I started learning more about myself through taking up internships and projects, participating in a lot of extracurricular activities and competitions, and sometimes, just sometimes, got results like being in top 8 of Leader ID Season 4, Leadership Skills Competition at my uni, becoming the champion of E-Factor Season 4, the citywide debate competition in 2019, first runner-up at Youth Philosophy Writing Competition, first runner-up at Skull Hunter Running, trainer at Singapore Local Camp in 2018. I also started doing lots of research on scholarship websites, reached out to strangers, applied for around 50 short-term funded programs, and failed all of them. Not gonna lie, rejections were sometimes hard. There were times I've doubted myself, wonder if I'm even good enough and when my turn will be. Will my dream ever come true? Sometimes the best opportunity in life comes unexpectedly. One day, I came across an advertisement about a fully funded scholarship for Vietnamese students from the University of Hong Kong. Knowing nothing about Hong Kong or Hong Kong U, I gave it a try. Because what's the worst that can happen? I have nothing to lose for trying. And the result? You already knew. I got admitted to HKU and received a full scholarship. I became one of the only 3 Vietnamese students who received a scholarship that year. As unexpected as its words, things don't fall onto my lap. The achievements that you have heard are just the highlights. Before that, I've tried many things and failed for years. But I realized there's something beautiful about failures and setbacks. Each time I wrote an unsuccessful application, little did I know that my writing skills were also improving over time as a result. Each time I take a chance and give it a try, I learn more about myself. And even if I failed, at least I can proudly say that this path, I've walked through it, and that's very cool. So I hope you dare to do it. Dare to put yourself out there, even embarrassing yourself. Fail and stand up and repeat. Dare to go through the growing pains. Dare to believe enough in yourself to submit that application, even when you feel like you're not ready. Because you will never know what the future is holding for you. It might actually be much bigger than you can ever imagine. Trust me, kids. If you can dream it and put it into work, it will happen.